I'm Tinny from Medieval Design. Now, to do even more research on this square wave inverter, I've plugged it in and I'm out here now, back out in the factory with two of the newer lathes instead of the old one. It appears that every one of these lathes that they built, the newer they get, the better the electronics are, it appears. Because this one, as I'll bring the camera over and show you, is plugged into the wind power, and if you turn it on, and when you switch directions, it seems to be fine. Where the older one I had out there wouldn't even run in here, and when I took it out there, when you switch directions, it would dump. So this is a newer lathe than the one out there, but this lathe is my newest one. This is a newest small one. It's 7x14 long bed. Long bed, 14 inches, right. So anyway, with this one, just to start. Okay, let's start from scratch. You can, when you go to start it on the switch like I do on the grid, it won't start. You've got to shut it down and start it back up. And it will soft start off the rear start. But when you go to reverse, same thing. You've got to stop it, start it back up again. So you could run this one on that, but you'd have to use a soft start. So let's see if you can make a cut here. Doesn't seem to be a problem. So let's up the ante and take a deeper cut. That's probably the deepest cut I'd normally take with this lathe, but let's play devil's advocate and take even more. Okay, there's the first one. It comes under the second shoulder. It will be cutting more. Yep. Took that, we'll even go into the third shoulder I cut there. And yep, taking that. How about the full cut? Yep, still seems to be fine. So other than the fact that it doesn't like to start, you have to start it with the rear start. Other than that, it seems to run pretty good on the square wave inverter. Now, for those of you that don't understand inverters, square wave, sine wave, I'll make a very feeble attempt to explain the difference to you. When alternating current is running, it goes negative, positive, 60 times a second. And that transition is a round, smooth transition. Pure, that's called a sine wave. Now, when you go to the cheaper inverters, it's very cheap to make them that just go negative, positive instantly without the transition. So that's called a square wave. It goes up, over, down, over, up, over. Called a square wave. And it just suddenly goes negative, positive, back and forth, like flipping a light switch on and off. It's not a smooth transition. Some machines like that, some machines don't. Usually anything with electronics with a speed controller doesn't work well with the sine wave that's square. It's designed to work with the smooth sine wave like you get right off of the grid. So that's a basic, very poor analogy of how it works. And these don't really like square wave, but they will work with it as long as you don't try to start them with a load on them, as long as you use a rear start and soft start them. So I'm Tinny from Medieval Design. Get out and hike, take a friend, enjoy the great outdoors, and more important than anything, be nice, leave no trace, and have a really great day. Bye-bye.